Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles. I'm actually going to sleep and get rid of this rain and the mobs and all that stuff. So anyway, since the last episode, I have done a bit of work around the base. First up, I have done a bit of building. Actually, before we go out, I've been working on this. Basically just upgrading these seeds. As many as I can possibly make. So there we go. There's 14 more tier 1s, and I can turn those into seeds. And I'm just kind of upgrading these because we need a lot of essence. Especially since we can't duplicate. These are all upgraded to tier 2s, by the way. I did upgrade a few of these down through here up to tier 2. I will kill these guys. My base isn't totally secure yet, so I still have to leave all the, all the walls and stuff up. Oh, man. No. Okay, I'm going to wait to go put those seeds down, actually. Hopefully that skeleton will despawn. But anyways, let's go up to... Look at all the arrows. Oh, it's terrible. So anyways, let's head up here, and I'll show you what I've been working on. I've actually been working on expanding out where the farms are going to be, and getting some of the general shape down. Oh man, I have to do this. Let's see. With him being right here. I have a potion of regen. And a potion of healing. These guys can be a little bit tough fights. There we go. Okay. 2 ender pearls. Yes, I will take it. And we got an ender tier. Which these can be turned into 2,000 resonant ender and then turned into pearls from there. Which is awesome. We can also make gas tiers with them. This stuff should be, yeah, if you use a pan cast, you can make ender pearls with it. Awesome. I'm going to put that into there. This is kind of important stuff that we're going to be using. So actually, I'm going to grab a couple of those things. I'm also going to grab a chest and a little bit of oak wood, like 6 pieces. We're going to make a drawer real quick. So there we go, basic drawer. Okay, but if we head on up, one thing that I have been doing, I have done a bit of mining between episodes. I did go mining for a little bit of like coal and redstone and stuff. Things that, we can make use of. But then I also went mining for a bit of blue schist. So you can see right down there I've actually got fertile soil. I've stopped right there because I ran out. But then I brought this out the front. That's basically where the farms are going to end in front of it. So we're going to have like this long roadway with stuff off to the sides of it. But this long roadway that leads up to this tower, which this is kind of like a agricultural area within our town. So lots of farms. And then they're going to be over, there's going to be the walls over there, and then there's going to be farms stacked above those, which we'll get into later. So we kind of have like this hanging garden, like really dense gardening effect within the base. So that's what I've been working on, and that's got to die. Is that a cow? It sure looks like a cow. And if it is, I need to go kill it. Yeah, that's a cow. But anyways, I have done that. I mean, most of this is just one high. It was basically just plotting out the area. But I did get a lot of that stuff ran and designed a little bit. So, yay. But let me pop down here. It looks like that skeleton is gone. Nope, he's not. He was hiding. Oh, I hate him. But anyways, these things will eat my my crops. So I want to kill them off if I can. And I know you guys are probably thinking, well, make a ranged weapon. We will at a later point. I'm not that worried about it right this second. A shield would be good too. I just don't like the loss of screen real estate with the shield usually. So, but anyways, and also this has built up. We have 64 stacks of fresh water. We have almost 32 stacks of sand. So we didn't really get a whole lot of aquamarine after last episode, but we did all right on those first batches. And we have, we have luck 3 on that. I do need to get luck on that. As well, but anyways, I've got some bronze made up in here, and I also have, let me get something that we're going to need here. That is silicon. We're going to need a bucket of that, because I need to make some more transfer pipes. which I guess I'm going to have to go get a little bit of glass real quick. Okay, so we'll dump our silicon in there. Just a really quick little project here. And then I should have red alloy, electrotine. We'll go ahead and do that. And then we need, what was the other tool? The pliers. Okay, so there's our transfer pipes. Wonderful. And what I want to make is I want to make some more transfer nodes. I want to go ahead and make some of these. Let me go gather up all this stuff that we're going to need. Okay, so there's our transfer nodes. And basically what we're going to do, I made a note about it on the last episode. We're just really quickly, I don't know why I grabbed this because I actually don't even need it for what I'm doing at the moment. And that can go in there. We are going to do a very simple setup so that we have the sandstone just being auto-crafted. Because why not? So we're going to put a transfer node there. We're going to put a transfer node right there. And go ahead. Actually, I guess we don't really need that. What we're going to do is set down our analog crafter, say right there. That's fine. Let's grab ourselves a little bit of water and a little bit of sand. We're going to say sticky, so it keeps at least one item in each slot. And we're also going to say spread items, okay? And then what we're going to do is put in our sand like that, and we're going to put in our water like that. And so it knows that's what it's going to be crafting. And then all we're going to do is just plug that in, and this is going to start filling up with sand and fresh water. As you can see, it's going to start crafting sandstone. Yay. So that's automated. And then we're just going to, it's very simple setup. We're just going to pull this out. We'll pull it out right here and put that there. This is all just very temporary setup. And so there we go. Now we're making sandstone. And we found a use for the analog crafter that we crafted the other episode. So, yay. Okay, so I don't really need any of this stuff. That. Okay, I'm going to keep this on me because I am going to be working on seeds periodically throughout the episode because I'm trying to get those essence seeds built back up. So, is that fellow gone? I think he's gone now, which it's about to be night, but I should be able to run out here and just harvest and plant, I should think. But I'm kind of going for quantity over quality right now. I figured it would be better. And since I decided to make this little side field all Inferium seeds, I figured I'd just go ahead and try to fill it out, and then we'll actually start working on upgrading them. They're just so much cheaper to go for quantity. So, might as well. And you can see I'm actually generating a ton of essence at the moment, which is going to help, especially once I get those seeds built out. Then we'll get into actually making some more useful seeds. Okay, so what we're going to be working on today, we actually have a few quests here that have been completed. I guess I'm going to go ahead and turn these in. This is our 2-cooked chicken for that, 10 oak fences and a copper coin, and then flint and steel, ladders, oak chest, copper coin. This, I haven't made any more brownstone. I didn't work on the wall where we walk at all, so we haven't finished that one. But we're actually gonna switch it up a little bit because we have been working on a lot of astral sorcery. Not a lot, just a little bit of astral sorcery and a little bit of Botania, just very bare bones. But we have the bare bones in place for those. So what I want to do right now is I actually want to start working towards the darker magics. This right here, the black magic. I would actually like to start working towards that. And the reason being, I'd like to start getting into blood magic. So, I know I do want to get more into astral sorcery so we can automate clay really easily and all that stuff, but we will do that. But first, I do want to start moving into this stuff. So, what we need to do first is we need to make ourselves 16 spikes. These right here. These are dark gems and iron makes 16. Okay, that's pretty easy. Evilcraft is, if you've never played with Evilcraft, I haven't played super extensively with it in a survival setting. I have played around with it a lot in a test world. It's actually in the pack that I'm working on as well. I do quite enjoy it. It's a very fun mod, but I just don't have a whole lot of it's not in a lot of packs, so you don't really have a whole lot of opportunity to play with it, in truth. Okay, so we get a silicon plate, 4 Inferium essence, and a copper coin. Wonderful. And then next up, unlock black magic. We need to make the blood extractor, and then we will unlock we'll unlock the dark magic tab. Okay, so the blood extractor, what do we need to make this? Is it standard within this pack? Yes, it is. Just glass, dark gem, and spikes. Okay, I actually have all that stuff on me. Well, basically. So we'll go ahead and craft that. There we go. Quest complete. Okay, so we get 2 dark gems, uncommon loot bag, copper coin, and silver coin. Wonderful. And we have unlocked black magic tier 1. Okay, so right here, let's see. Let me go dump this. Let's see what's in our bag real quick. We got iron chestplate with last stand and soulbound 3, oak saplings, a steel plate, splash potion of night vision, and some silicon. Okay, I'm going to leave the rest of that stuff in there for right now. Toss that into there. Okay, so the first quest, it says, well, you can really get your first start as soon as you have some redstone, iron, gold, lapis lazuli, and a couple of diamonds, but delving deeper into blood magic and evilcraft can get quite expensive. Okay, so we need to get diamond, lapis, redstone, gold, iron. We'll just grab a bit of this stuff. I actually don't have a whole lot of gold made, but I can make more. So we'll just toss some of that in there and get that running. You can see I was actually processing a lot of iron between episodes. Like a whole bunch of iron. Okay, so there's all of that stuff. And we get to pick between 5 iron, 5 gold, or 5 lapis. We're going to take, well, we'll take the 5 gold. I have a lot of iron and lapis. That's not even a single vein, a single ore vein. So, okay, so now it splits off into evilcraft up here and blood magic down here. Okay, well, we're actually going to move over into the blood magic tier because that's what I'm actually aiming for right this second. And let me go ahead and upgrade these. Now, the blood extractor, you can see it's got 0 out of 5,000 millibuckets. You can use this whenever mobs die. I want to say it's like just from falling damage. If they like splat the ground, they'll leave a blood mark. I think maybe if a player dies too, they might leave a blood mark. I can't remember, but I know whenever mobs drop to their death, they tend to leave a blood mark, and you can actually extract the blood. I don't usually use that method too much. If you just kill monsters with this in your inventory, you're going to get blood. And so that tends to be the easiest way, I think. At least starting out. Later on, if we automate stuff, you know, we may change it up a little bit. But for right now, I'm just going to keep this in my inventory so it can steadily... I'm not going to worry about it too much because we're not starting evilcraft right this second. We're messing with blood magic. But we'll have it in our inventory so we can start building up blood. Okay, so first up, we have to make rudimentary snares. Okay, to get started into blood magic. The golden cutlass. Okay. These things... they are standard, just string, iron, redstone. This entire mechanic, I can't remember if I mentioned it before, this entire mechanic, of course blood magic is in my pack that I'm working on, but this entire mechanic of using the snare is totally disabled. Totally disabled. Because I've never been a fan of the rudimentary snare, that entire process. Because you only really use them unless the pack is either tweaked to remove the snare or tweaked to make the snare more of like a longer term thing. You tend to only ever use it like once or twice. Just starting out, you throw a couple snares, you kill a couple mobs. I'm actually going to go ahead and make 2 crafts of these. I tend to find that 8 is kind of my magic number. Usually I can get the essence and stuff that I need with 8 of them. So we get a snare, a golden cutlass, and a copper coin. We'll go ahead and take those. And then they want us to go get some demonic wheel. Oh, and they actually reward us with a demonic wheel with a wheel quality of 0.98. Okay, so what we're going to do, we have to go out and find ourselves a mob. And let's see, I think the best place to do this would be under the ground here. And I tend to have a few mobs skulking about. I don't like super light up stuff. I don't know if the Bewitched Tome... Honestly, I'm not going to worry about using the... oh, I got Sunder. I'm not going to worry about using the snares on the Bewitched Tome because basically what you're looking for is you're looking for particles. And let me make sure that my particles are set to... let's set them to all. Normally I run it on decrease, but it is kind of useful for this because we want to make sure that we can see the particles when they get applied. This zombie will be perfect. Come on. Let's kill you. Let's do this before your buddies get over here. So we're going to hit this guy a couple times. Oh, man. It's not really ideal. Going to kill him off. Okay. We should be in a good position now. Okay, so we're going to hit this guy with some snares until we see particles on him. Oh my gosh. This is bad. It's just like a never-ending zombie horde down here. Oh man, and a creeper. A very, very fast creeper, too. There we go. Okay. I'm going to take a breather here and lick my wounds a little bit. There was a loot bag down there. It's just a common one, so I'm not that concerned about it. Wow, I get 1 hunger from cooked chicken. Okay, I have yet to see particles on any of these guys. Oh my gosh. And of course I'd be up against God's gift to zombies here with like armor for days. Okay, let's see. Let's cheat this zombie a little bit. No. He's not fall. Okay, he did fall. And we'll just stand right here and whack at him. Okay. There we go. There's the particles that we want to see. And there's our kill. We got a demonic wheel with a quality of 4.36. That's actually a pretty good wheel. Okay, so now that we've got that, let me go dump off some of this like assorted junk that I've got building up on me. Oh, and you can see a bar down there at the bottom right. That is our blood bar. So if we take a look here, we are capped out 5,000 out of 5,000 millibuckets. And let's go ahead and just dump that away so you can see the bar is now gone. Okay, so this quest here, we get a demonic wheel, a common loot bag, gold plate, and a silver coin. We'll go ahead and take that. What's in our loot bag? Torches, banana split, explosive arrow, and a cheeseburger. Okay, so next up, they want us to make the Hellfire Forge. Alright. This is, I'm assuming, is it standard recipe, or is it, it's crafted in the extended crafting table. We're going to need lapis plates, we're going to need black dye, a block of iron, a chest, diamond, gold plates, dark gems. Okay. This should all be pretty standard, and I've actually got a chest that I just put away in here. Black dye. Well, we've got Botania flowers, so we can make that down here fairly easily. So there's our black dye. And then we are going to need the lapis plates. I've got 1. And these are crafted, 2 lapis with a hammer. Okay. There we go. And then lastly, let's see, we need gold plates. We need a diamond. Okay. I think I've got everything that we need for this. There's the Hellfire Forge. Okay. And then we get, let's see. There we go. Golden apple, 5 glass, 2 mystical fertilizer, and a silver coin. Sounds great. And then we need to make our petty tartaric gem. Okay. Is this standard recipe? This is standard recipe. So glass, gold, redstone. And then we can just use a piece of lapis as our blue dye. Let's set this up right here in our beautiful base. I did clean up that water and stuff, though, and that random farmland that was here. And I did do a little bit of cleanup work. And then we are going to need a something with a minimum wheel of at least one. And it's going to drain one wheel off of that. So we're going to have to use this demonic wheel right here. We're going to put it right there, and it's going to start crafting. It's going to pull a wheel, a point of wheel off of this, and dump it on, or make our Tartaric gem. Okay, so for that, we get an iron sword, a lapis ore, rare loot bag, and a silver coin. We'll go ahead and take that. And then they want us to make the Sentient sword. This thing is basically, it's a snare on its own. It'll allow us to get demonic wheel in the form of a sword. Okay, so whenever we kill stuff with it, we get wheel. This requires no wheel, and it just, okay. Well, we'll go ahead and craft that. So we can put that. Well, actually, we're going to need to make another Tartaric gem. Which is fine. One thing I am going to do, since I've already got this Tartaric gem, let's go ahead and toss this stuff down. And then what happens is if we pick this up, you can see this absorbed the wheel that's in there. So we have 4.34 in that. We'll just go ahead and move it all over to this Tartaric gem. And then let's go ahead and get ourselves... Actually, technically, we're going to need 2 Tartaric gems. We should be good and go ahead and make 2 of them. So, let's check this loot bag real quick. Okay. Let's see, what was I missing for this? Oh. Blue dye of some sort. There we go. Because whenever you upgrade these wheel, or these gems, the different ranks of Tartaric gems, you're going to want to kind of tier these up, so it's kind of useful to just go ahead and have a couple of these crafted up. So we're going to go ahead and just make 2 of them. And each craft is going to pull 1 wheel off of this. That's fine. There we go. And then we're going to go ahead and use one of these to craft the Sentient sword. There we go. And this sword is special because it gets stronger as it gets more wheel. Like as you get more wheel in your Tartaric gems in your inventory. So we will try to make this stronger by getting a filled Tartaric gem. Okay, we get either 4 gold plates, 4 dark gems, or 4 demon plates. I'm actually not going to get any of these right now. This just requires gold. The dark gems are pretty common. The gold plates might be more beneficial, but I'm not for sure yet. So next up, they want us to make the blood altar. Now, before we do that, I'm actually going to go out and have a peek over these walls real quick. There's a lot of zombies. That's what I wanted to see, because zombies, I can sit up here and I can just whack at them with the Sentient sword. Let's go ahead and get you guys over here, actually. And as I kill these zombies with the Sentient sword, it's going to absorb their wheel. Like right now we have 0 wheel. And something has a most terrible effect. Okay, I should have some dying here soon. Yeah, I just got a bunch of wheel in the Tartaric gem there. Which is good. Oh no! Something pulled me or something and caused me to fall down there. Not ideal. Because I was standing there perfectly fine and then something was like, come here. This might actually work out okay because I can just kind of kite around. Which tends to be pretty effective with zombies. That was the one that killed me. And by the way, if you put fortune on this, it does make wheel farming a bit easier because it does cause you to generate more wheel whenever you make kills. Okay, so our Tartaric gem now has 26.45 wheel. It only cost me like 30 levels that I had been saving up, but that's okay. That's alright. So, oh, we got an osmium sword, and we got steel armor. Cool. Okay, so they want us to make the blood altar. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Okay, so we're going to need to get ourselves 2 blocks of gold, a stone tank, diamond, silicon plates, lapis plates, silicon block. Cool. And then a dark gem. 1 bucket makes almost a block. Pretty close. Okay, so I'm going to have to make some more silicon bulls then. That's about the best way to go about it. And then I'm going to need 2 blocks of gold, which I did go ahead. Yeah. Well, now this is tied up with silicon. Okay, let me make some more silicon bulls. I do quite hate making these things though, but That's okay. Basically just the clay. It makes it feel like it's expensive. It's really not. Okay, so I've got 4 silicon bowls smelting up. Each one of these makes a bucket. And, okay, for the altar, what all did I need again? Let me actually go turn off the sand generator really, really quick. I turned it on because I was starting to get a little bit low on sand, but it builds back up so quick. Diamond. Okay, so all we need is the demon plates, which are just demon ingots. I'm assuming that this is standard. Yeah, I believe it is. Okay. All we need to do this, which actually that quest gave us a choice. Let's go ahead and take the 4 demon plates, so then I can just make 2. So there's that. And then all we need to do, let's get ourselves 2 pieces of gold. And then we're going to need some nether bricks. And I can craft those standard, right? Yeah, but it takes 9 bricks to make a block. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to get a bit of this netherrack smelting up so that we can make some nether bricks. And then the only other thing that I'm missing is the stone tank. Which unfortunately I'm going to have to make that in this advanced crafting table. I'm going to have to get another one of those. Like before too long. Another advanced crafting table because I find myself using it a lot. And I think the farther that we go, we're going to run into more and more situations like this where I need a second one. It would just make things a bit easier. Okay, so we got to wait for these to get done smelting. We need, in total, we're going to need 4, 8. I can't remember if the corners have to be filled or not. I'm going to do it just to be on the safe side, so I'm actually going to need an additional 9 more netherrack. But I'm fairly certain that the corners do have to be filled, but like I said, I could be wrong. Okay, so we've got our nether bricks done, and so let's go ahead, let's get 8 of these. And then we're also going to want a bucket of lava. I'm actually just going to steal one out of here for right now. And we're going to set this up. Let's go right here. Okay, so we're going to do a little structure like that. Put the lava in the center. And then all we have to do is just take our gold and toss it in. And we get demon ingots. And it's as simple as that. I don't think there's anything around here that could catch fire. No, not close enough to that. And then if we take that, there's our demon plate. Okay. And then we can get our blood altar. Yeah. Okay. Quest complete. The blood altar. We're just going to put this down like right, maybe not right there, maybe right, right here for right now. This base is such a mess right now. Okay, so this right here, we get 4 silicon, 4 dark gems, or 4 black iron ingots. I'm actually going to hold on to this quest for right now. I'm betting that I'll take the black iron ingots. What do they take in this pack? Oh, they just take iron and a black dye. Okay, maybe not then. In that case, I'm going to take the 4 silicon. Just because this stuff actually is a little bit more expensive than the other things. I'm actually building up a little stockpile of it, but that's okay. We'll need it. Okay, so now that we've got the blood altar, before we can actually even start using it, we need to get ourselves a sacrificial knife. This right here is standard. Wow, okay. So let's grab that. There we go. And we should get a quest complete. Dun, dun. We get a potion of regeneration, a truffle omelet. Well, that's a no-brainer right there. That's food, and it's 30 seconds of regeneration 2 over that. Or regeneration 2 for 5 seconds, bottle of honey. I'm going to take the... It's like between these two. Both of these are pretty good. I'm going to take the truffle omelet, though. Okay, and then we need to make a weak blood orb. Okay. Let's see what we need for that. Diamond. Okay, that's standard. Alright, let's go grab that. We actually have a few blank slates that have built up. But we're just going to right-click, drain off a little bit of our health. I'm not going to pop the truffle omelet right this second. Now you can also make the... what happened to all my... I must have dumped my berries somewhere. I know I didn't eat all of them. Okay, 2.3 buckets, 2.2 buckets. This requires 2,000 life points. Okay. Yeah, let's actually go ahead and pop this. Because I think we'll probably end up using its duration pretty easily. But I do have a decent number of potions of regen built up, as you saw. Well, I don't have a decent amount. I think I have like 2. And then I have a couple instant health potions. So we'll actually, I mean, we could make the little, the brazier to buff ourselves and make it so we get a little bit more life points. I'm actually not that concerned about it because if we get, I'm thinking, I wonder if it would be better for us to maybe go for the botanical brewery first. Because, I mean, there's a couple easy ways to get regeneration, fairly easy ways. And that is, Astral Sorcerer, we can do it, but it does take a little bit more effort. And Botania, we can actually do it pretty early in. So, but we do have enough life points in here to go ahead and get this going. So we'll just give this a minute to craft up our weak blood orb. But yeah, I'm going to have to give that some thought because I think we'll definitely want a form of regeneration. And if we go for like incense through Botania, that would actually be pretty good. Okay, the open blocks healer's not craftable. The blood orb is done. Let's go ahead and grab that. We're going to right click it to bind it to us. There we go. And quest complete, weak blood orb. We get a vial of restoration with 4 charges, which gives us 2 minutes of regeneration, 5 Perdentium essence, or 2 epic loot bags. I'm actually going to take the epic loot bags. There could be some nice stuff in those, maybe. Coat of arms in the Bloodletters pack. Those are good. The Lesser Tartaric gem. Let's see. We could also go for like some decent Pam's food. I don't know. I'm not sure which way I want to go, which route I want to take with it. But in our epic loot bags, we got blank slate. That's always nice. And then we got dough. Okay. So we're actually up to 4 blank slates at the moment. I will take it. But honestly, at this point, the best way to do blood magic, and one reason I want to go ahead and get it unlocked, we are going to be using stuff from that here pretty soon. But in passing, we can come over here and we can just stab ourselves down to 1 health. The way regeneration works in this pack, you know, just kind of, like even if you're not up around full health, you still get a regeneration effect. And then you get regeneration or some healing whenever you eat food. So, like, there was a heart and, yeah, I think it was just 1 heart. But so we can just kind of do that in passing and then let our regeneration build up, like while I'm building and stuff like that. Blank slates in this pack, they are crafted, let's see, with just stone. I wonder if it has to be standard Minecraft stone or not. Which I am going to get some more. I mean, we can transfer it over to standard Minecraft stone. That's not a problem. You know, we've done that before. But we'll go ahead and get that running. If I put that in there, does it work? Looks like it is. Yeah, there we go. There's our blank slate. Let's see. The incense altar. We have to do a little bit of evilcraft. And get a lava crystal, which I think... Oh, we can make it with a weak blood orb. Potential spheres aren't that bad. It's a lot of gold, though. It's a whole lot of gold. We might get into the incense altar. I don't know. Usually I try to go for sacrifice instead of self-sacrifice, like as soon as possible. So it just depends. But between the episodes, I am going to try to build up a little stockpile of slates. Because it's just useful to do. And of course, you can attach a hopper to this and automate it, but I wouldn't suggest trying to automate it right now. Because you just can't supply the blood that it needs to be automated, basically. So, I would suggest against that. But, we'll start building those up, and then if we want to make the, like, the speed runes, those are standard craft. Interesting. That's standard craft. Beautiful. Well, we're actually going to get 16 just out of what I've stabbed myself a couple more times, but we're about to get our 16th blank slate, so technically we could go ahead and make the blank runes and get a next tier altar. I'm going to go ahead and craft the blank runes, but I'm not going to upgrade the altar just yet. I'm sure there's going to be a quest for this at some point down through here, probably after some of this stuff, but we're going to need more stone to do it. But there's blank runes. So we're going to need at least 8 of these to upgrade it to a tier 2. But we'll get into that stuff later. I think I'm going to give it some thought. We might take a little bit of a trip through some basic Botania stuff and get some kind of decent, not necessarily automated. I mean, I know we can do the coal dropper and throw coal in there and it automatically makes mana. That's cool and all. We might do something like that. I'm hoping to get the Britannia stuff moved here soon and actually get the base semi-defendable. Because like right now, I mean, you could see zombies are running through the farms, but hopefully once we get the walls set up, it won't be so bad. I may even... One thing I don't like doing is just running through, sticking torches everywhere, but I might possibly do that. We'll see. But we might take a little foray in through Britannia, a little bit further into Britannia, in order to get up to where we can make the incense. And then we also might make the incense brazier from blood magic. We'll see. And make a little setup for that. I don't usually have it as like a high priority. It's cool and it's nice, but we'll see. I will see where next episode takes us. I'm not for sure exactly which route we're going to be going through first or what we're going to be doing for sure next episode. I'm also going to look around and see if there's any other like nice forms of regeneration this early into the pack that we could get to, but we'll see. We might see where these quests take us and maybe do these quests. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already. Stay updated with when new videos come out, and I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys then.